which looks at introduction to basic data collection. Alright, so we're looking at introduction to statistics, and the first thing that something that everyone should know is what is statistics. So know that statistics is the branch of mathematics that deals with collection, organization, analysis, and interpretation of numerical data. So normally a statistic is used when we use a sample and they will make an inference about a certain population. So now we're going to be looking at population versus a sample. So as I was saying before, so a population we're using when we're dealing with all. So when we're speaking about the entire group from which we want information from, that is our population. So if I wanted to know the overall average for everyone that did Econ 1005 mid-semester 2, that would be the population would be everyone that did Econ 1005 mid-semester. While a sample now is a subset of a population. So a sample is data is collected from a subset of elements in the population. Sometimes your population might be too large, so it's better for you to collect a sample and then make an inference about the population based on that sample. All right, now we're going to be looking at parameter versus statistics. Remember, if you guys have questions, you can always type it in the group chat, as we're going along. I will stop to answer any questions you guys have. Today is about ensuring that you understand the topics, you understand everything going into your exam on Monday. All right, next, we're going to be looking at parameter. So a parameter is the value calculated from a population. While a statistics is the value calculated from a sample. As I said before, if you have a large population and you cannot calculate data on everyone, you choose a sample, you calculate a statistic from that sample, and then you will make an inference about a population based on that sample. You guys also know that we have two types of statistics. So we have inference, which is the use of sample information to make a conclusion about a population. So with the previous examples I've been telling you guys, I was using inference statistics. While we also have descriptive statistics, like this is when we use the mean, median, mode, and stuff like that. Next, we're going to be looking at census. A census, this is an attempt to collect information from all elements in the population. So I think every 5 years, Statin does a census for Jamaica, where they calculate the age, levels of education and stuff on as much citizens as they can, and that is called that's an example of a census. Because it's really hard to collect data on a population, we normally use samples, and there are different types of sampling designs. So you have two main types, which are voluntary response. So we have two types of samples, which are voluntary response samples and randomly selected samples. So we know that voluntary response is people self-select to be in the sample. So somebody has to volunteer to be a part of your research or whatever you're conducting. Then we have random selected samples. So randomly selected sample is that all members of the population have a known probability of being included in the sample. So it's randomly selected. You don't know, you don't volunteer to be a part of this, you're just randomly selected to be a part of this sample. But we have different types of random sampling design. So we have 4 types of random sampling design. So we have simple random, which so the first one we're going to be looking at is stratified random sample. So an individual or object from the population chosen in such a way that each individual has an equal chance of being selected. So stratified random sampling is used when you have some kind of classification attached to it. So maybe you classify a person based on their gender or based on their level of education or something. Once there's some form of classification based on it, it's called stratified random sample. Then we have multi-stage sample. So this is a random selection is done at several stages. So once you have more than 2 stages of something, of sampling, so you have a population, then you choose a subset of that population, then you choose another subset of the sample before, and so forth, then you know that it's multi-stage sample. We also have cluster sample. This is usually used in studies where you do not have a full list of all the elements in the population, but you have a list of all the subgroups in the population. So when you have cluster, you normally have a population, you choose a sample, and within that sample, you choose everyone in that sample. So normally when you seeing that you're doing sampling distribution and you have the word all in it, you know that you're dealing with cluster sample. And you know, we have simple random sampling, which is just n individuals or objects from the population chosen in such a way that each individual has an equal chance of being selected. So that's the simplest one. With everything, we have advantages and disadvantages. So you know that with the problems with voluntary sampling is that you can only use somebody if they agree to be a part of your studies. Normally it's very opinionated because only persons who have a strong feeling about your particular research will participate, and it might exclude representative groups. So you might not get the opinions of everybody since it's voluntary. While the problem with random sampling is that not all selected persons may respond, because you might choose me, but I don't want to be a part of your research or your survey, so I might not respond. And even if I respond, I might not feel strong about the issue that you're trying to raise. So I might not tell the truth. I might just give you what you want to hear. So it's like when we're doing our evaluations of some of our lectures and stuff, half of us, well, many of us don't read what the questions are asking us about them. We just put agree, disagree, strongly agree, or something like that because we feel like we're forced to do it. So that's a problem with random sampling. Now we're going to be doing an exercise. So if you guys can respond with the answers. You guys can type the answers. So it says that match each of the following with a single choice that best describes the given situation. Each answer choice may be used once, more than once, or not at all. So there are 30 tutorial sections of an introductory statistics class. A random sample of 3 sections is chosen, and then random samples of 8 students from each selected section are chosen to participate in a survey. What is this scenario describing? Guys, this is where you participate. This is where you guys send in your answer. Is it describing a simple random sample, a stratified random sample, multi-stage random sample, voluntary response, or a cluster sample?